it's hard to leave something you love, but what was that moment where you said, okay, I need to do this for me and take that weight off your shoulder?
So I, I mean, listen, I've said it on other shows, the choice wasn't really given to me. It was made for me. Um, and it seemed like the worst thing in the world at the time, but the further away I get from it, the more I realize, again, what did I say earlier about the universe intervening when you won't do something for yourself that is supposed to happen? The universe was like, hey, girl, your life is going, you're traveling down a slippery slope. Like I just personally, professionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever, was just not in a good place. I was burning the candle at both ends. Like, and I actually have a colleague who I met at Verizon, and she's like, "Oh my God, you had the dream job. I can't believe you're here." And I was like, "Yeah, it looked like I had the dream job when you're just tuning in for the show every day, but you don't know what goes on behind the scenes and everything leading up to those 57 minutes of live television, and you don't know everything that I have to deal with after either, and the people who I have to deal with it from." And so it just got to a point. I mean, granted, I full disclosure, I talked to a lawyer and I was exploring my options, and I have friends in different markets who are doing things, and I was getting my reel together. And then, my decision was made for me. And so I knew I was like, I have to leave at the end of this contract or I won't leave. And that's kind of deal with picks, right? Is like either you get in, use it as a stepping stone and get out, or it's kind of like where people who have done other things come to end their careers, saying nothing bad about anyone. That's just like, if you look at it, that's the facts. And so I had kind of been getting my ducks in a row a little bit. Then that happened. And I was like, all right, so this was not the timeline that I had planned, but it kind of just set off like the snowball of everything that was to come, and just like the end of an era in every single aspect of my life, from who I was dating to where I was living to the job that I had. Deeply traumatic at the time, having all of that happen at once. Now I can say, thank God. All of that was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. Did it happen in an extremely messed up and, in my opinion, aggressive way? Yes. So like, but I'm good. And I think it's a road that I had to go down because it builds character. It gives you perspective, and it really makes you appreciate the people you have in your life and what you do have. And I was able to lean into some things that I kind of stepped away from, who I think define me as a person. And I was also able to open new doors for myself and kind of like dip my toe into new pools, into worlds that I don't think I ever would have realized. And that's, a lot of people choose to be afraid of the unknown, and that's why they'll never leave their bubble. But I've always said that no progress is made inside of the comfort zone.